Is expected to land shortly in Rajouri, post which he will also hold the security review meetings. What is the message with which the Home Minister travels this time around? To discuss that, let me bring in the guests on my show, PKD Nambiar, Political Analyst. Thank you so much, Mr. Nambiar, for joining us. Also, Political Analyst Ravi Srivastava with me. To you, Mr. Nambiar, first, the messaging with which he's going at a time when, like I said, there has been a lot of anger in Rajouri as to why these terrorists, moved around scot-free even after carrying out not one but two attacks. The second attack, in fact, killed two children in an IED blast.
Absolutely. I remember this visit of the Home Minister is very, very significant. Unlike the earlier, his visits were predominantly to meet the officials and more of like a closed room meetings. But this time around, he is going to have a public meeting and meeting the people who were affected by this terrorist activity in recent past, especially the Rajouri one. So I think this visit is very, very, very significant. And this Home Minister, unlike I'm not talking about any of the old Home Ministers who are different or bad or anything, but he is a people's man. So it is going to be the people's connect. This is going to be very, very significant, as Anand was talking about, that the delimitation of all the constituencies were done, almost done or in the finishing stage. So I think the next level is that we have been able to contain the terrorism in its peak to a very, very lower level today. So in a conducive environment, but of course, we all know that it is Kashmir. There are people on the other side of the border who is just sitting to create trouble. They cannot see the peace prevailing in our country, or especially in the Kashmir. So there are challenges, but these challenges have been contained. And 3 years after the the Article 370 going, I think this visit is going to be the next step towards the election, and also giving a message not only to the people in the Kashmir, also to the across the border, that we mean business, don't mess with us. And I think a strong Home Minister like Amit Shah's visit will give that message very, very strong and loud, Arlima.
Ravi Srivastava, this is also coming at a time when on ground we are seeing targeted killings happening, and intelligence seems to suggest that drone-dropped arms and ammunition, drone-dropped drugs are the new modus operandi to help Lashkar, Jaish, TRF and all these Pak-sponsored organizations. In that backdrop, that security review meeting, analyze that for us.
Shilpa, first of all, 3.5 years have gone since the Article 370 was abrogated. And I would like to ask my friend, what has changed there? 3.5 years has seen more killings, more attacks, more IED blast, more our security personnel dying, more civilians dying over there. What has changed? Now, first of all, let us leave aside what is happening, the cross-border terrorism. The Pakistan, that they are sending infiltrators, they are sending terrorists, all those things. Let us see, first of all, what our government has done. And Mr. Amit Shah is only an election machine. I don't think he does any work as far as the Home Minister is concerned. He only goes to the states for seeing that next due for election. Tripura is due for election, go there. Karnataka due for election, you go there. J&K now preparing a ground for election, go there. And just try to mobilize people and polarize people. This is what it is. Now what I see here, what is happening? The people, government employees are protesting in Jammu, saying their salaries have been stopped because they are being forced to go to Kashmir and work over there. And their salaries are being stopped if they don't move over there.
No, Mr. Srivastava, I know this has been a constant, criticism that, Kashmiri Pandits are being targeted in Kashmir. Why don't you send them to Jammu? But is that really the solution? How do you now, these targeted killings that have now happened are in Rajouri, they're in Jammu division. Is shifting people en masse from the valley to Jammu the real solution to this problem?
Exactly. That is what I'm saying, Shilpa, that the government has not achieved the very objective of abrogating Article 370. There is no free movement. The situation remains the same which was there prior to August 5 to 2019. So this is what I'm saying, that the government was unprepared. This had to happen with the consensus of the people. First have an elected government over there, or first have a resolution passed from the existing assembly over there, and then go for kind of a decision.
Okay, Mr. Nambiar, come in on that. Government data given in Parliament, given in Ministry of Home Affairs annual report seem to suggest that the total number of terror incidents have gone down. Stone pelting, we hardly hear about those, these days. But the problem is that targeted killings and hybrid terrorists, as they are being called by Jammu and Kashmir police, that is the new challenge in the valley, and drones are the new challenge in Jammu. And so far, the establishment is struggling with these challenges.
But Arunima, that one thing I wanted to tell Mr. Srivastava, don't be blind this way. At the end of the day, Jammu and Kashmir is a part of India. If the government has done something good, if the terrorism act of terrorism has come down, if the criminal activities which is in the lawyers, these are data which is available for everybody. That just don't go by this blind attack that there is whatever this our government is doing. My dear friend, the government is doing that. It has acted on terrorism, and because of that, it is today in the lowest in terms of attack. Now, of course, your enemies are sitting on the other side or with both within and even the outside. You think that they will sit idle? No, they will also try and develop new ideas to attack the country and the people. So, which they are there. As you said, it's a hybrid model of attack is now. Of course, we are getting ready or we are ready to take on them. So I think let's not have this. Don't paint it. And now I wanted to ask Mr. Srivastava one more thing. What is the 3.5 years of the new Jammu and Kashmir? Do you know the tourism today, Mr. Srivastava? You are welcome to go to any places in Kashmir as a tourist with your family.
Yes.
It was not the case 3.5, 4 years back. Could you go there? No. Secondly, the business as usual. As Anand said in the first report, the number of hartal, the number of stone pelting has come down marginally. Let us appreciate there is something good is happening. Don't wear this sunglass, which is so make you so blind. So you are not even able to praise your own government and your own country. Criticize things on a fact,
all
which
right.
we will all appreciate.
Okay,
But
Mr. Nambiar, Mr. Srivastava,
create
thank you for your